Hi, warrior, it's Traviseen here, and welcome back to our adventures with Fu, the PANDAREN MONK.
Welcome.
Today, we are back in Stormwind, guys, getting ready to start our journey into the Cataclysm expansion. Let's have a chat here with Nerat, the Earth Speaker. Greetings, hero of Azeroth. We of the Earthen Ring know you by name, Fu. Your exploits and accomplishments are many. Azeroth already stands in your debt, and yet again she is in need of her heroes. But I am a messenger, a powerful presence seeks your audience. Peer into the waters of Farseeing, and behold the dilemma of our world. Alright, here we go. Let's peer into the waters.
Citizen of Azeroth, behold.
There he is, Chris Metzen.
The world grows in agony, besieged by an adversary
Or
of
thrall.
unspeakable power. As her lands break and crumble, the fractures that divide her people must be mended, for neither side can overcome this threat alone. Join me. Cast aside your prejudices. Together, we must heal Azeroth's wounds and those of her people.
Alright, there we go. It's the introduction of the Cataclysm, guys. Now that your eyes have seen the truth, where will you choose to serve? The Earthen Ring has identified the watery realm of Vashtir as a source of the adversary's destructive energies. It is still uncertain what dangers might be faced there, so any information you could gather would be of great value. The Alliance is sending warships to the region as we speak. To gain passage, travel south to Stormwind and speak to Recruiter Burns at Stormwind Harbor. May the spirits guide you, Fu. Okay, so we have that quest. If we want to go to Vashtir, I don't want to go to Vashtir. We're going to go to Mount Hyjal. I enjoy Mount Hyjal a bit more. And that's where we will be going, guys. Surprised they didn't have Chris Metzen at the Gamescom event. Would have been cool to see him speak there. He really brought a lot of hype to the War Within expansion. Heroes call Mount Hyjal by order of His Royal Highness King Varian Rin. All able-bodied citizens of the Alliance are to report to Emissary Windsong at Nighthaven and Moonglade. Our brothers in the Cenarian Circle report that Deathwing's minions have launched a destructive offensive against the World Tree and threatened to burn it to the ground. Speak with Cenarian Emissary Jade Moon in the Stormwind Keep to gain entry into Moonglade. For the glory and honor of the Alliance, fight on, brother. Alright, brother. Off to Stormwind Keep we go, and they will transport us to Moonglade. And they did quite a bit in Cataclysm. They redesigned all of the zones in Azeroth, pretty much. And it also introduced flying to Azeroth. You weren't able to fly in Azeroth until the Cataclysm expansion. So here we go. Are you here to help the cause, Mount Hyjal? Could you please send me to Moonglade Emissary? Here we are. Good old Moonglade.
Illume be with you.
It's usually druids only here, though. We knew the Alliance would send help, and not a moment too soon.
May the stars.
Fu, we've heard much about you and your previous accomplishments. It is good that you've come here just as Azeroth finds itself in a time of great need. Deathwing's minions are attacking Hyjal and seek to bring the destructive Ragnaros back to our world. Addons will take you to join Malfurion's forces in Hyjal. Lend them what help you can. Here's these guys here. When I was on my hardcore warrior, I asked this guy,
Greetings.
yeah, to give me a flight. But he tells you, he's like, you're not a druid. It's pretty funny when you have the AI voice add-on and you talk to him. He says it in a pretty harsh tone. Really makes you know that you're not a druid. So let's hop on Addons here. and he will give us a little tour of Mount Hyjal. You weren't able to access this place for like the longest time. He saved it for the Cataclysm, guys. So here we are flying through Mount Hyjal. The fire is burning everywhere.
No, it can't be. Our forward outpost has been obliterated.
There is the Firelands entrance right over here. Pretty cool raid.
Is it too late? I feel Deathwing's presence nearby.
Cataclysm was a pretty good expansion. I had fun when I played it. Look at him. Oh my gosh. Look at the size of Deathwing.
The Fire Lord has risen! We must send word to the others! Let us hurry.
There he is. Ragnaros is back. And they added 2 new races in this expansion, too. They added Worgen and Goblin. I did a playthrough of both those races on the channel, Goblin Warrior and a Worgen Hunter. Tried to check out all the Cataclysm zones. I'm not too sure which ones we'll do on the Monk, guys, but we'll check out Hyjal for a bit. My favorite zone in Cataclysm is Deep Home. Though Ysera's form stands in front of you, her consciousness appears to shift between this world and another. Protect the world tree. Ysera's eyes look distant, as if not fully acknowledging you. I feel it as well, Monk. Ragnaros has arrived. He must defeat his minions before he can join them and lend them his strength. Seek Malfurion Stormrage at the Tranquil Grove west of here and aid his forces in any way you can. I must seek answers from within the Emerald Dream. You must protect the World Tree until I return. Ysera appears to be in some sort of trance. She's hard at work here, right? She's trying to bring life back to Mount Hyjal. And Ragnaros is trying to burn it all down. And I remember when this place was packed during the launch. There were so many people here.
How may I help?
The effects of the Twilight's hammer attack can be felt even here, this close to the World Tree. As our forests burn, the very earth turns against us in a crazed frenzy. We can't allow the elementals to go unchecked. Go and help our men take care of them.
May the stars guide you.
This is no mere natural occurrence, Koanfu. There must be a Twilight presence behind our lines that we haven't accounted for. It's possible that whoever is instigating the elemental disturbance is using foul magic to hide themselves from our sight. Seek the aid of the fairy dragons that roam near the World Tree. They can see through any of our enemies' illusions. Feed them the juniper berries that grow nearby to gain their trust. There we go. There's a level 80 troll druid here. Should we fight him? Oh my gosh, we're getting attacked. All right, no slaying the opposite faction. I just wanted to smack him because he's a boomkin. I like boomkins though. During the Cataclysm launch, I played a boomkin. I was playing as a boomkin. That's why I wanted to give him a little tap. It looks like the Hyjal wardens did not appreciate that. Which is fine. Let's pick up some orbs here, guys. There we go. Here we get a few juniper berries. I kind of gave up on the battlegrounds, guys. The queue times were just brutal. Try again here at 80. Let's see if we can actually get into one. It's not available, see? The average wait time. That's why I quit trying to get into them. It's just... Nobody is really doing any PvP while they're leveling up, right? Alright, let's feed this, how's that invalid target? There you go. Find evil ones now, follow. It's one thing I like about the launch of expansions, is just seeing what it... You'll never see the zone like this, or the way it was ever again. Unless there's like another launch. Seeing a zone like this with, you know... 200 plus people like questing is kind of, it's interesting. It's interesting to me. I think it makes the game feel alive. That's why I enjoy server launches. And server starts. Like fresh servers are probably like probably my favorite event in WoW. It's when a fresh server launches in vanilla. There's always a lot of hype around like a fresh server launch. I've got some more juniper berries here. Need to feed those to these fairy dragons. Found ya. You might have found me, but you won't bring the world back to the others. Who the heck is that guy? He came back. They teased me a bit there, did you? That's one other reason why druids are so good at world PvP. They can instantly get into flight form, so they're hard to kill. All they have to do is just get out of combat, and then they just press a button, and then they're flying. Probably one of the most OP classes in world PvP, or for world PvP, I would say. Alright, just one more. I think we still need juniper berries, though. Try to find... There's the boomkin there. See if he fights me. We got him. I hit him with that? Nice, I stunned him. Stunned him with the ox. He healed himself to full, dude. Not doing any damage to him. Not really doing much damage to me either. Is this fight just gonna last forever? Interrupted him. He gonna kill me? I think he is. That's pretty close. I got full health there. He healed up to full too, though. It just doesn't stop this fight. Fight never ends. Yes, we interrupted him. He just doesn't die. Neither do I. You got me in that. Can I hit him with that? We finally interrupted him. I missed him with the stun there. Like impossible. I gotta kid him with a... Keeps healing up though. Pulling mobs on top of me. I think he might get me here. Interrupted him? Damn it, I stunned him. But he killed me. What a battle. He just never ran out of mana. I need to get him down low enough to touch a death him, but I just couldn't. I don't know, I just couldn't use it. Or I didn't pull it off, I guess. He just kept healing himself up. I think in PvP it has to be like pretty damn low for me to use it. It was a good fight. He didn't lose any mana though. I thought over time he would just run out of mana, but he just never did. He almost had a fortifying brew up too. It's a good fight though. Kind of wish we were... I wonder how the DPS spec would have been. There we go, some juniper berries. Could have used a runic healing pot there. We've got a little bit of health back. Could Could use these too, all these elixirs. Maybe we'll see him again for another battle. Thank you, Koen Fu. Your fighting prowess is admirable. You will be crucial to putting a halt to the elemental onslaught. Get, looks like none of these are upgrades, really. This would be an upgrade, but it's cloth. I'll take it. It's what sells for the most. The Rock Breaker robes. Done well, Koen Fu. Cannot allow the Twilight Hammer spies to close the world tree. We've identified the general direction where the infiltrators have been coming from, thanks to your work. Now we just need to shut down their camp and put an end to their operations this side of Narcissus. Take this horn. It will signal one of our Emerald Drakes to swoop down and give these Twilight cultists a taste of the flames they so madly worship. Probably just sell that chest. It's worth the most of all the other items there. It's like 14 gold. Alright, so here we are. Let's use this horn here. I think I should have used too was Clash. I didn't use Clash enough. Would have been a good stun. And I should have used Diffuse Magic, man, when he was using spells. It reduces spell damage by 9. Forgot to use that. You're still getting used to playing a monk. That's why it's good to PvP, because then you sort of remember. You can like look over what you did and like what you could have done. There's quite a few abilities we should have been using there.
How?
Excellent, Koen Fu. That should put a stop to the attacks once we finish these elementals off. Okay, so there's the Girdle of Nullified Infiltration. Another cloth piece. Sells for the most. Looks like this sword does. We'll take that. Sells for 24 gold. It's a good way of making gold. Just taking the most expensive item from these quests and selling it. You've arrived just in time, Koen Fu. Make no mistake about this, Koen Fu. The outcome of this war will determine the very survival of the world as we know it. Twilight's hammer has become more powerful than ever with Deathwing's return. Should they succeed in taking over the world tree, they might strike a blow from which we will never recover. It is time we beat back the enemy. It is time we crush the Twilight hammer. Alright, so there's a helmet. Pretty good helmet there and a staff. Yeah, the helmet is probably what we'll take.
What brings you?
Powerful artifact known as the Flameseer's Staff was lost during the initial onslaught by the enemy forces. It was an ancient bone staff that granted its wielder power over the elements of fire. Its fragments litter the area around us. Find them and bring them to Malfurion. Perhaps the artifact's power will still be of use. There's there's these little bone fragments we need to find. Oh, it's fragments of the staff. They look like little bones. Another thing about that fight, since we were in Stance of the Sturdy Ox, we were pulling all the mobs off of him that he was pulling over to him, and that kind of messed us up a bit. Maybe we should have used Stance of the Fierce Tiger, increased our damage and movement speed by 10%. We would have got more like abilities from Chi. We would have taken more damage, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what would be better. Would have done more damage, though. Stagger's strong, though. Stagger helps quite a bit. Probably kept us alive for a long time. Just he was healing so much. He just could keep healing himself to full. So I couldn't really kill him. Must have just been the, you know, regrowth. Yeah, I think staying in Stance's Sturdy Ox was the better decision. Probably would have died faster. Two more to go. Oh, Touch of Death is only usable on non-player targets who have equal or less health than you? I didn't know that. I thought you could use it on players. It's just... I think they changed that. It's just they have to be like 10% health or 5% health. Sort of like an execute. I didn't know that you can't use Touch of Death in PvP. You've done well, Koen Fu, but I fear the battle is far from over. Take this helmet, the Nature Lord Helm, 152 Agi, 228 Stamina, 116 Haste, and 77 Expertise. Excellent, Koen Fu. This will be a great weapon against the enemy forces. The large elementals that besiege us are not a singular entity. They are an amalgamation of lesser spirits bound together by the Twilight Hammer's cultist magic. The rebuilt Flameseer staff will give us enough power to shatter its bonds, destroy the smaller elementals once you've broken up the more dangerous ones. Okay, so we have the staff now, I believe. There it is, the Flameseer's staff. Weaken the bonds of the blaze-bound elementals, shattering them into smaller elementals. Here they are here. What's this quest all about? Hip Quickwit.
Hi, how are you?
Raz and I were enlisted by the Guardians of Hyjal to investigate the reemergence of Ragnaros into our world. Let me go ahead and confirm that he is back and he is angry. We also have evidence that these Twilight Hammer cultists are moving elementals from here to Blackrock Caverns, over in the Eastern Kingdoms. Raz and I were about to head over there to investigate. We've got room for another in the mole machine if you're interested. Just meet us inside and we'll begin the journey. So where's his little mole machine? Oh, there it is. Yeah, let's get the final fire elemental here. Before we check out the mole machine. For some reason we're in combat with something. I can't mount up. Alright, off to the mole machine we go. Still can't man up for some reason. Maybe we just have to get in that mole machine. Alright, so this should bring us to Blackrock Mountain. Here we are. That's all we had to do. Here's the entrance to this dungeon. I forget what it's called. Do you have Cataclysm dungeons here? No. Item level's not high enough. So there it is. Blackrock Caverns. That's what it is. They want us to go inside? I think it's, yeah, we have to turn it in inside here. I think our item level's high enough where we can queue into, yeah, random. Yeah, we can. Okay, good. We'll turn this in.
Need assistance?
Oh dear, Raz has been captured as soon as we entered the dozen cultists and some fat ogre jumped us. Ran while Raz tried to cut them off. We need to save him.
You have a great day now.
Alright, so we'll pick up those later. When we do the dungeon. We'll head back to Pip's mole machine here. The Dark Iron Dwarves, I believe they're called in retail, have a racial that has like a mole machine like that. Or the Earthen, I think they're called. Well done, Koen Fu. This will help us turn the tide against the enemy. Ragnaros is not the only powerful elemental that has reemerged into our world. The dreaded Baron Geddon is leading the onslaught. And we must put an end to this rampage. The Flameseer staff has proven powerful. Perhaps it is powerful enough to weaken him to the point where our Arc Druids can bind him where he stands. Go, Koen Fu. Be careful. Baron Geddon is a vengeful and treacherous being. Yeah, he is. And he never gave me his binding. Probably killed him over 100 times. And I don't think we're getting the binding today either. Even has the same abilities as Molten Core. Alright, let's use this. We will weaken Baron Geddon. Here it comes. Fall back. Oh my gosh, we're getting destroyed. Let's have a bite to eat. And a health pot. It says we're in combat still. Guess we'll use a bandage. Should probably be using the heavy frost weaves. Move back, his flames are too intense. We have to wait for him to do this ability. And then we can attack him. Like right here. It's funny how they did that. To show, it's pretty much the same mechanic as in Molten Core. Yeah, and in that you pretty much die if you're melee. If you're ranged, you don't really have to worry about it. It'd be cool if he did the other ability too, where I think he puts a bomb on you, and when the player blows up, they like, get shot into the air. Says, final act of revenge. Baron Geddon has made you a living bomb. Move away from your allies. So he does do that. That's awesome. Let's use all of our abilities here so we don't take too much damage. Is that all we had to do? There we go. He's been weakened. That's cool. So they did actually show all the mechanics from Molten Core. I forgot about that. Well done, Koen Fu. Cannot afford to lose any further ground in Hyjal. By stopping Baron Geddon, we will have dealt a huge blow to the enemy. So we got a one-handed axe here, it's pretty nice. And a one-handed mace. We'll take the axe. We need another one, though. We want it to be better than our staff. There we go. Emerald allies. The Druids of Hyjal are not the only ones sworn to defend this land. The Emerald Dragons have once again become a powerful ally to our cause. Speak with Lystra and the ruins of Lardonir to the north. See what you can do to help. Alright, guys. Well, we'll go up there next episode. We'll probably start next episode in Cataclysm Dungeon. We'll check out Blackrock Caverns or the Throne of Tides. But as always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.